Hello and welcome to Mountain Aromatics. So a few videos ago I talked about a formula for grounding, or I didn't talk about a formula. Today we're going to talk about a formula for it, and we're going to do one. But I talked about grounding and how you can, during these times, make a grounding formulation for diffusion, for room spray, or to wear. So I think the first thing I will do is just go over some naturals that are natural essential oils that are grounding in their nature. And in fact, obviously, those are the ones that I'm using. So, the first one I think I've already talked about, but it is vetiver. Vetiver is like a very tall, green, grassy. It's very grass-like, but they'll they'll actually take the roots, and so it's the roots that they use in steam distillation and other processes to make the vetiver. Here I have vetiver essential oil, so it is through steam distillation. The next one, this is not an exhaustive list, so don't think I am telling you every single essential oil out there that is for grounding. That's not what I'm doing. I've pulled the ones that I like and put them here, and I'm going over them, and then we're going to make a formula. So the next one is, I hate it because I can't pronounce it. I'm terrible at it. Cobia, anyway, Copaiba Balsam. It is an oleo resin, actually. Yeah, it's an oleo resin. It's very smooth and earthy. It is going to be a great fixative when you put it in other formulations. When you have an earthy formula, it's a good one to put in there because it's not really, really strong. It doesn't have a very strong aroma, but it has a very soft, smooth, I guess wood. It's almost like you can't quite tell, but it's very small, soft, very smooth, and can go in any type of formula that's a little bit on the heavier side, wood or amber. The next one, dark patchouli. The next one, galbanum oil. There's galbanum oil and galbanum resin, or resinoid. So it's the oil that I'm using, and it is incredibly strong. It's very, very, very green. It's at 10%. So my galbanum, and even that is very high. So you could take it down to a 1% if you need to with galbanum oil. Very, very strong. Next is Olibanum resinoid, or frankincense. So frankincense, this one is the resin. You could use the essential oil, it doesn't matter. And of course, there's different frankincense. Frankincense radiata. Sorry. That is eucalyptus radiata. Sorry. Frankincense, there's different ones. And it has slipped my mind, but there's one specific that is the olibanum of the frankincense, but that's this one. And it's the typical one that's out there. I don't know why it slipped my mind. Well, I know why, because I'm still like, with everything going on. Anyway, natural sandalwood. I made my own blend of some different natural sandalwoods, so you can have one. I just have a blend of it. I have Black Spruce essential oil, and then Amyris, Amyris. That is also called, they don't, it's like a sandalwood substitute, or they don't call it fake sandalwood, but what's the other name for this? Oh, West Indian sandalwood. That's another name for it, but it is very close to smelling similar to sandalwood. So there are others. Cypress essential oil, you need to be careful. There's other cypresses that are like, do not use, blah, blah, blah. So if you're going to do a cypress, you need to check it out and make sure you have the safe cypress, because there are some cypresses out there that are poisonous, not good, we don't want to use them, that kind of thing. So I just didn't even include cypress in this. But if you're like, what else? Galbanum Resinoid, you could do, I think I already mentioned that, but you could use the Resinoid. I'm not going to today. So let me explain one other thing before we get started. So the ones that I just listed extras, so let me just kind of back up. With this formula that we are doing today, it is pure grounding, meaning I personally am not adding extra things that are going to give it lift, that are relaxing, that are whatever. So geranium or lavender and blah blah blah, that can be considered in some other categories for, for grounding. But this is just like earth rooting grounding. I need to be planted. That is what this formulation is for. You can absolutely take this formula and change it and add some relaxing components to it, because some people, you might like that. It might be, oh, I feel more grounded, and it's easier for me to be grounded when I have some relaxing properties in there as well. Sure, do that. I today am focusing on just grounding, rooting, planting your feet materials. So I just want to be very clear. So again, like we say all the time, there is no set rule in perfumery. There is just no set rule. There just are no rules. So I'm just telling you what I'm doing to make it simple so you will understand grounding. All that said, okay, good. Got all that out of the way. Vetiver. This is at 100%. For me, Vetiver is the most grounding. And of course, that is me. Another one of these might be more grounding for you, and that's awesome. So you can tweak your formula and have that other thing at a higher percentage in your formula. You're welcome to do that. Again, I'm keeping this simple, where I'm just counting our drops, okay? And I'm not going to weigh it, but those of you who weigh, go ahead and weigh. I'm making this for people who are like just starting out and like, what do? I just want to use drops. Weighing it's too difficult for right now and all that kind of stuff. So that's what we're doing. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. And that's at 100%. I said 100, so I wrote 100. Okay, marked out, and I put 8 drops. The Copaiba Balsam, however you say it, I don't know. It's clear. Oh, it's nice. It's just soft and smooth is absolutely the best description for this. It's just crazy. 1, 2, 3. 3. 3. When it is an oleo resin, that means it's going to last a long time. Any resin is just going to last a really long time. Dark patchouli. Remember, aged, if you can get a bottle of dark patchouli, and when you get it, write the date on it and just put it away for years. Come back 20 years later, and it's going to be even better. So, oh God, it smells so good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. I think patchouli is probably number 2 for grounding. And just, yeah, it is just so beautiful when it is added to just anything. Anyway, I could go off on all that. It's just crazy. It's so nice. Galbanum oil at 10%. I'm putting one drop. That's it. And that'll give it some green, foresty, earthy aroma, aura to the formula. Olibanum is amazing. 2 drops. Olibanum Resinoid, 2 drops. Again, frankincense essential oil. Perfect. No problem. No problem. Sandalwood. This one's very creamy, woody. 1, 2. Black Spruce. This one's going to give it some lift. I'm only putting 1 drop. I'm just putting 1 drop. I don't want it to be like pine tree, forest, like that. I want it to be more on the ground, and instead of like pine needles up in the trees, I want it to be more the grounding in that sense. That sounds so heebie-jeebie, but whatever. So this is the Amyris. Amyris is really interesting. It's not strong at all, and it is similar. 1, 2, 3. 3 drops. I will finish my sentence in just a second. So it is similar. It's like, I think another name is like poor man's sandalwood. It's very soft, woody, balsamic. It is rich and complex, but a lot of times I think a lot of people will use that as a fixative because it doesn't have a strong aroma. It doesn't, and it's perfect for if you're making a sandalwood accord. That is absolutely a perfect material to put in a sandalwood accord, or even a wood accord, a blonde wood, or even a dark wood. So there you go. So then you could take this formula that I just made and do the Vivian Alora Shaky Shake. And if I were going to, here's the deal. If I were going to use this as a fragrance, absolutely, I would let this sit for weeks and weeks, even 6 months. Yes, I just said 6 months. But a lot of times, like right now, we need this now. And so if I wanted to make a room spray or use this as a diffuser, so with the diffuser, I'm glad I said that. So this is interesting for your like cold air diffusers for essential oils. This is very heavy. The molecules, I can already tell you, I know what's going to happen. What will happen, and you need to understand this and know this if you have one, when you put the drops in there, they're not going to go to the top. They're going to go all the way down to the very bottom. And this will not blend with your water because you're diffusing with water, right? This does not blend with water. So it doesn't really work that well with a cold air diffuser because it's just going to be on the bottom. Whereas all of your essential oils that are, and I'm looking for the word and it'll come to my head in just a second, that are very light, like your citruses, that type of thing, those molecules are way lighter, and as soon as it hits the water, it'll like bloop and just stay to the top of the water and will diffuse out very easily. Volatile oils. Volatile doesn't mean like, oh, it's a volatile. Volatile means when you unscrew the cap, it's going to diffuse out. That's volatile oil. So a different one would be, I have words in my head and I'm not able to say them. Oh my God, olive oil. So if you had some olive oil in here and you took the cap off, it is not a volatile oil. It's going to sit there and sit there and sit there and none of it's going to dissipate because it's not a volatile oil. Those molecules are heavy. But when you have citruses and you take it off, it's going to go away. It's going to dissipate. It's going to evaporate. That is what a volatile oil means. This is not. These are oils that won't do this because the molecule's so fat and heavy, and so it's going to sink. Bottom line, although I just taught you something, so that's good. But the bottom line is this is going to be good for making it a fragrance for you to spray. And of course, spraying on your clothes, it's going to last longer than spraying on your skin. And to a room spray, that's going to be the best way to use this rather than a diffuser. So there's that. So this is something to take into consideration. So I think I'll go into one other thing with when I make my room diffusers. Is it 80 or 20? 20. Okay. So when I make my room diffusers, I use part perfumer's alcohol, part, and I actually have it in one of these things, distilled water, and polysorbate 20. And typically you will use whatever amount of essential oil is in your spray bottle, whatever amount of that you use. Let's say it's 0.5 grams of essential oil, you'll use 0.5 grams of polysorbate 20. Put those two together and shake, make it mix really, 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 really well. Then whatever percent of alcohol that you're going to put in there, put that in there, shake that, let that mix, and then the last thing is when you add your water. Okay? So, anyway, without going into a whole formula of that, that's what I do for a room spray. So this will mix with the water. The thing that will make it mix is the polysorbate 20. That's why you add the same amount of the polysorbate 20. It will make it blend with water. And then alcohol, two reasons you want to add some alcohol in there, because one, it will help mix as well. It will help this blend as well with the water, and the alcohol will help disperse, will help make the molecules smaller and disperse further out, and you'll have more aroma coming out. So that's what I do. So Thank you very much. I hope this is helpful for you guys. Literally, I hope this formula is helpful to help you ground you. Again, you can add, take away, change the amounts, whatever, to fit your needs. But this is pure grounding, and I love it. Oh, so good. Thank you for being here with me. I appreciate it so much. Please take care. Stay safe when you're out. Wear a mask, not a medical mask, not an N91, not a surgical mask, but a different type of mask when you're out, please, to keep you safe and to keep other people safe. That would be awesome. If you like this, give me a thumbs up. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe. Seriously, please subscribe if you have not. I would really appreciate that. And I will put the formula below in the show notes. And I will see you on the next Mountain Aromatics. Have a good day.